Hey everybody, welcome to our last video in our quick tip video series about imposter syndrome. Go back 2 weeks, we started with perfectionism as the root of imposter syndrome. Last week we decided we needed to come up with a plan to address some of our weak areas, to expose that monster under the bed. And this last week, this is a good week, okay? Because here's the thing about imposter syndrome. Imposters, people who think they are imposters, they believe that that everything about them is lacking. Everything about them is lacking. I'm not quite smart enough. I'm not quite expert enough. I'm not quite good at looking enough. All of those types of things. But here's the truth about people with imposter syndrome. They're really good at a lot of things. I alluded to this last week when I said, don't just focus on your weaknesses, focus on your successes. Okay, so here's our last P. We had perfectionism, we had plan, and today we have praise. I want you to praise yourself. For goodness sakes, admit that you do some things really, really well. Someone has paid you money to do something. Someone has offered you a job because they see the value in you and that you're a good employee and a good worker. Someone has paid you for a job, and when you turned in the work, they were impressed with your work and they came back and gave you another job because they trusted you with the first one, you came through, and they gave you a second one. So I want you to acknowledge that you already are succeeding. Even when you don't feel like you're 100% there, even when you don't feel like you're perfect, even when you know you have weaknesses, there are things about you that are very, very good that other people find valuable. That's not just some fluffy, feel-good phrasing to make your week better. I hope it does make your week better, but that's true. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think back. This is your simple tip of the week. I want you to think back, and I want you to make a list of 3 victories that you've had lately in your life. Okay, these could be business victories, relationship victories. These could be job victories. This could be some spiritual growth in your life where you notice some really good things happening that you've been able to overcome. So be careful with perfectionism. Create a plan to address some of the weaknesses and expose the monster under the bed. And finally, give yourself some slack. You're fantastic. You do some things really well. Pat yourself on the back and give yourself some praise. Hope you enjoyed this series on imposter syndrome. Check back next week and we're going to start a new video series or another video and give you some other things to help you in your daily life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.